Nightmare don't kind of put it all in perspective, do it? That's a nightmare of an experience, isn't it? Don't quite put that in perspective, though, do it? But when you hear something like that, unbelievable. You know how they say it's a small world? People always say, you know, it's a small world. It ain't that small. First off, this has happened to me. When you date women that's in a close proximity, you have to realize some of these women may actually know each other. So it's always good to get as much information as possible about your ex. Now, for me, this has happened a number of times. A number of times. No ifs or buts about it. This has happened a number of times. But nothing like that. Being on Instagram hugged up with a girl that I used to mess with, it's dangerous. It's scary and it's terrifying. Because when you first see it, you don't see it until it pops up on Instagram. Now you're wondering, how did this happen? What's going on? Do I even ask any questions about this? And the next thing you need to know is I need to probably stay away from this situation. Whatever it is, I'm glad I wasn't around. But now that I'm aware of it, how do you deal with this situation? See, by me being very smart, I never post relationship. It's me. If it don't work out, she'll be telling people she knew me and all this stuff, and she wants to come out with her vlogs. And that's what I don't need. I don't need that in my life, you know? I call it the nonsense. Because that's all it is nonsense. So I don't need that in my life. But there's no real reason to stress. All you need to do is keep in perspective that you're with the girl you want to be with. Your new girl. Nothing's gonna come in the place of the new girl. So you always want to make sure that that new girl feels that, hey, you're represented here. You got nothing to worry about. You're all good. But that used to matter. Because then, in her opinion, she knows her friends better than you do and was like, you dated her? So you always got to downplay it. Like, we didn't really date. We just spoke. We talked. Never go into any full details of like a full-out relationship. Just like, man, I don't even think about it. So you want to always champion your new girl. Put that tiara on her head and carry her around like, you're the winner, girl. You're the one with the brass ring. It's all about you, babe. So when I saw that post, this is my girl, you know, like, this is my home girl, like, my bestie. I'm like, naturally, I'm like, where's this chick been? I've never seen. I had to think about, oh. Well, it all depends. This is not the ex that's a problem for me. You know, I was in a situation where one time it was so bad. That's probably what fell out. Was my dog on Carmex. But with one time that it went real bad is that the two girls didn't like each other. They weren't cool with each other. They knew each other, but they weren't cool at all. Like, it was, my guys, I'm looking like, who are you talking about? Frequent. I'm like, damn. It's gonna be brutal. If those two go to see each other, I gotta really keep them apart. And I wasn't even dating. That was the thing. I wasn't even really dating the other one. We were talking for a minute and then it kind of went left. We messed around for a little bit, but this is gonna be a problem. She can't see me. She can't see me with her. And then the best friend was like, she went and told her like, yo, your man tried to holler at me. And she was so hooked on this dude. The dude went and told her like, I wasn't even gonna tell you, but she tried to come on to me. And she believed her man against her friend. And she was like, are you stupid? Why would I mess with him and come and tell you about it? That's dumb. So she tried to take my man and convinced. Hooked on love. Hooked on stupid. So to survive the situation, keep your integrity at all costs and don't panic. It's not the end of the world. Act like I'm where I need to be right now, because what you don't want to do is blow your main situation. And it depends on how your relationship was with your ex too. If y'all had a very bad breakup and she best friends with your girl, you better tell your girl everything that you can, because that's gonna save you from all the pollution that this girl is gonna try to pour into the relationship once she finds out that you're with her friend and you're happy. Because you get those exes be like, not my friend, no girl, let me tell you about him. He a SOB. He opened the doors for you. He ain't never opened the door for me. All he did was hit the alarm and say, it's open. He pulling out chairs for you and stuff. Girl, he is fronting. He must want your money or something, girl. You don't want those. Those are very dangerous situations. Denied to the very end, that stuff don't ever work. But if it's a situation you feel like maybe they met at a party, you might not run into them, you can always ignore it. Because remember, this was on our Instagram. She didn't come to me and be like, hey, my friend such and such was here. She posted this picture on Instagram and I was like, bestie. So it just threw me for a loop. So I said, okay, I see what I have to do here. We have to recon this situation. So immediately I began to recon and realized that they have a bunch of mutual friends, people I used to know or mess around with, because basically anybody who went to that school and lived in that area, I done ran through. So 9 times out of 10, a lot of them probably were classmates and friends. So next thing I know, if this don't work out with her, I got to get out of that area. We got to go shop in a whole nother zone. Zip code. We got to change the zip code. Like the chick I had the bad breakup with, I don't go nowhere near her area. Nowhere near her area. Anybody who know her knows that there's a problem. So I'm like, me and her, that's like oil and water. So anything around her, she done poisoned the waters. We gotta move away from her. ASAP. Well, when you catch a chick that's trying to make a living off you, yeah, in a certain area, but down the line, they ended up messing with people I knew, like some of my homeboys, you know, things of that nature. Man, I'm smart. I knew right away where it was, what happened, the whole nut. Let me get on the other side. So I was smart. I knew straight up and down what this situation was. But after me, they lowered their standards and they started dealing with people who are unsavory. Thanks, Ronette. Nah, it wasn't that. I'm just saying, like, I ain't cheat on nobody. That was just the day and age we was in. It was the wild, wild west. It was the take them down era. So, you know, in life, they end up dating people you knew because you were all in that area. So a couple of my boys that I know, they end up dating the chicks. You know, I'm like, man, I know her. But I've already, and the thing about me is I had the luck of having them before all my buddies did. So it changed the whole perspective and the narrative. Can nobody really tell me anything? Oh yeah, I'm going to see the film, The Inside Man, the movie about the corrupt referee, Tim Donnelly. What's up? Nothing too much. Let me get my chicken tenders. I want the 3-piece chicken tender.
There it is. Okay, 3-piece. Any sauce?
Barbecue sauce.
Alright. Did you want fries or onion rings?
Onion rings.
No, let me. Hey Joe. Yeah. I need a 3-piece with barbecue sauce. Okay. Anything else?
I want a medium Coke. Okay, here's my Regal card.
It's good to see you. How are you?
I'm great.
Fantastic. I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you.
I saw you not too long ago. You were busy working though.
You want to see a movie or not?
I already got my ticket here.
Fair enough.
I got the new thing they got.
You know, if you buy it here with your unlimited, you don't have to pay the convenience fee.
Oh, so next time I just come in,
Yeah, you can go ahead and do it right on here. We've all been trained how to do it on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, we can do it right here. No need for the convenience fee.
Oh, good, because that's a pain in the butt. All this 54 cents.
It's just your number.
Yes. So dumb.
It's such an odd number. Anyways, so we got your chicken, we got your chicken tenders. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Alright, then it's gonna be $13.91.
Alright.
And what was the drink again?
Coke.
Coke.
So if you see your ex on Instagram hugging your current person you're with,
your current significant other?
Exactly. When you just see it on Instagram and then they're like, this is my bestie.
Oh.
You know, it's like,
I feel like you should talk to them about that. That's something that should be discussed. You shouldn't make assumptions or do anything like that.
Right, but you're just finding out about it like right now, like
It is a weird
that
thing.
they know each other. It's like a shock.
It is. I feel like you should talk to them, see what's going on, and did you and the ex end up on bad terms or good terms? That matters.
We didn't. Well, that didn't end up well. No.
Did not good terms. So.
No,
Yeah.
the last thing I said to her is like I feel like if we stay in a relationship, I'm gonna wake up with a knife in my chest. So.
Yeah, I feel like you should definitely talk to your current significant other about that.
I just don't think. I kind of want to avoid it because she
But
just
if you
don't know.
avoid it, that can lead to
I
bad
saw it on
things.
Instagram, so.
Yeah, it can lead to.
She don't know I
bad
saw it on
feelings,
Instagram.
It can lead to bad mojo if you do not talk about it. Bad stuff happens if you do not discuss things with your significant other. That's how romance comedies happen.
Yeah.
Lack of communication.
I'll discuss it with her at a later time. I'm just gonna be like how you know her, but I already did my recon after seeing it, so.
Yeah. But if you like them and they like you, it's probably gonna end up fine, but it never hurts to talk.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoy your movie.
You're great. You're employee of the month. Oh, Terminator was good. I saw Terminator, it was good. I did my movie review already. But I'm going to see the referee who fixed the games, who got busted for fixing the games. And he out of jail, he's making movies happen. To me, it's just a countdown to Star Wars. I'm just trying to buy my time until I hit Star Wars level. Oh, Ellie, the movie where the guy couldn't go outside, where every time he do, he gets burned. Yeah. Tell me about it. Hey, like if you just go on Instagram, right, and you see your current boyfriend taking a picture with your ex-boyfriend, and they're like, hey, this is my bestie. I haven't seen him in a long time. What is your reaction, and how do you handle this situation?
I mean, are you talking? Can you do me a favor? Can you swipe my card illegally? No. You can't because you dropped it. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, are you talking to this person?
Yeah, we're kind of like, this is like one of the probably do thing. And this is an ex. And I couldn't put it together because we're in the same area. I did my recon and realized they went to the same school, around the same time, around the same age. So now, she's like, this is my bestie. I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, I just ask them about it, and if they don't say anything, then maybe
I
that's
kind of don't even want to let her know I know
yeah.
from Instagram. Not yet. Yo, thanks, bud. So you agree to just talk to them about it?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to get an answer. Even if it's awkward, and if like if they don't want to open up to you, then that's probably an indication.
So do you tell her, hey, that used to be my ex? Or do you tell him, hey, that used to be my ex? You know, I mean, that's kind of like, unless it's brought up, I don't even want to go down that road.
I mean, she might know, but you could just be like, hey, like, oh, like, how do you know this person? And then just,
I gotta act like I didn't even see the Instagram. I didn't like it. I didn't comment on it. Nothing. So
if you're really besties, she probably already knows.
I met her best friend. That's I'm like, where is this person? I met your best friend. So, but I kind of don't want to go down this road because the last time I was with the ex, I told her the ex, the last conversation, I was like, if I'm with you, I feel like I'm gonna wake up with a knife in my chest one day. And it's the truth. I feel like if that's the kind of person that would take me out to kill myself.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah, because you thought she was with
and be like, you're not leaving me.
Right. And I think that's even more reason to talk to the girl that you're seeing now. Because what if you're actually doing crazy stuff?
Yeah, I still have those crazy, like in a back text message folder, like all those crazy text messages. Yeah, I can show her those things, but she probably knows. But now I don't want her to start thinking something and talking with that crazy woman, and it could be the hand that rocks the cradle and all that craziness. Man, that was just something to see. All right, what theater am I in? I got a row.